Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We never suffer because of shortage of time. We all suffer because of excess of time. See all the oldies, 70 not out, 80 not out. For them, oh God, again it is the morning. Now what to do whole day? So the only theme is खाने को क्या है. And yet we have never realized this, that we are all the victims of time. आयुर्नश्यति पश्यतां प्रतिदिनं याति क्षयं यौवनं प्रत्यायाति पुनर्गता न दिवसा कालो जगद्भक्षकः लक्ष्मीस्तोयतरङ्गभङ्गचपला विद्युच्चलं जीवितं तस्माद् मां शरणागतं शरणद त्वं रक्ष रक्षाधुना. आयुर्नश्यति पश्यतां प्रतिदिनं. Addition of a day in our life is a subtraction of day from our life. That is the reason why the old people, the youngsters celebrate. When the parents have become 60 years, the children remind, "Bas ho gaya." That is the meaning of celebrating the 60 years birthday. And even then, they are committed. They don't give up. Then it comes 90, 80 years. 1,000 moons. 8 years. And that time also again the same thing. Ab bas ho gaya. Friends, if we look within ourselves, Mundakopanishad says, Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayat na asti akrutaha krutena tad vijnanartham gurumeva vigachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. I talk in between Sanskrit just to impress upon you. Do you know the technique? If you are among the people who do not know a word in English, you should talk in English. Vidwan hai. Andho mein Kana Raja. So you do not know Sanskrit. Therefore, I thought, why not to impress by quoting something See? So, Pariksha Lokan Karmachitan. Till date, what we have done in our life. Lokan means experiences. See? Like the world of doctors, the world of liars. Liars or lawyers? My English is very poor. See? So, Lokan experiences. Pariksha Lokan Karmachitan. Karmachitan, whatever we have been doing in our life from day one till date, Pariksha. Re-evaluate. See? How important it is? Many people come and ask us this question again and again. Swamiji, why this world is so horrible? I said, look here, I didn't create. Don't complain to me. Go to the creator. But I don't think this world could be worse than today. So then I said, okay, let us analyze. Friends, all the problems of life can be dissolved. Problems cannot be solved. See, like the painkillers. See, they kill you without pain. That's why the very name is painkillers. They are not pain survivors, painkillers. So, when we are thus living our day-to-day life, if we analyze our experiences, you will see most of the problems will be dissolved. Now this problem, why this world is so horrible, the problem. Now this problem is for those who have nothing to do, nowhere to go. And when they see Babaji like us, so they oblige us by asking question, Mahatma ji aaye, and how come nobody is asking any question, therefore I am asking. One lady in Vrindavan asked me like that, Swamiji, all of them are just sitting here, I got a question. So I didn't reply. She started. After she asked the question, I asked her, I said, Mama, to how many Mahatmas you have asked this question? How do you know? I said, from your face. You are a professional questioner. See? So he asked me this question, why this world is so horrible? I said, look here, think properly. Earlier the world was not like this. See? And later the world will not be like this. Earlier also the world was like this. Later also the world will be like this. Earlier also there was Ram and Ravan and Krishna and Duryodhana. See? Later also it will remain. See? It's always like this. You know the four yugas? Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar and Kali Yuga. Satya Yuga, the problematic personalities were Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. In the Treta Yuga, the problems were Ravan, Kumbhakarna and all Rakshasas. In Dwapar Yuga, the problems were Kamsa, Charnura and all these people. In Kali Yuga, we are all there. What is new in this world, tell me? This has been always like this thing. No, but I feel it is too much. I said, okay. Earlier you were there? No, of course, I was not there. Later you will be there? Of course not. Now the world is horrible because you are there. Before we know, the time is destroying us. See? So we have to learn what is time. Then we can understand what is time pass. See? Like if you go to any institution, let us say for example, mice research institution. So there they will not conduct research on guinea pigs. Only mice has to be defined. This is mice and on this research is conducted. In the same manner, when we want to learn life is a time pass, we must know what is time. See? This is so important, but we have never thought about it. See? Time is born when a sequence is established. Think. Morning we get up, one event. Then we finish our morning ABCD, second event. Then we go and take bath by mistake. There are many of them. They take bath before going to sleep, so that sleep should be good. And when they wake up, directly from the bed into the shoes, dirty. So then we finish bath. Then we take breakfast. Then we go to work and we sleep there. And then we come back. One after another events are happening. And then we say, my God, I am damn tired. What you have done? See what you have done. So, if we have to learn the issue of time, and if we want to conquer time, we have to learn this principle. Let no sequence be established and given undue importance. Then slowly you will ride over the time. आरुरुक्षुरु मुने योगम कर्म कारणमुच्यते योगारूढ़स्य तस्यैव शमः कारणमुच्यते. Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter. Those who want to really win over, conquer time, see, आरुरुक्षोः मुने योगम कर्म कारणमुच्यते. So if this time is such a big issue for every one of us, because now what to do? Now what to do? What to do? What to do? See, we have to be sincere in our life when we are working on ourselves. So, how this time is born? By establishing the sequence. Now, who establishes the sequence? Sequence is established only by the mind. Mind establishes the sequence. When the mind is dissolved or enfolded, sequence cannot be established. See? Now those who come in satsang and listen and get tired and bored, for them satsang is too long. See? And those who come in satsang and sleep, for them, arey ho gaya. What is the reason? The reason is when the mind is enfolded as in deep sleep, we go and sleep. After that, no event. And therefore, when we wake up, what is the first thing that we do when we wake up? What is the time? And then, oh God, I was sleeping for 4 hours. See? Therefore, if we have to learn and understand and practice, life is a time pass. Means we have to start working on our mind, who is creating the illusion of time. See? Then those of you who have come here on your own, they will have different experience. And those of you who are tied down with a lead, chalo na. They will be struggling. Therefore, if life is a time pass, then we have to first of all work on the cause. See? And the cause is established by observing the effect. Cause cannot be established without the presence of an effect. When we go to the doctor, unless we are Indians, when we go to the doctor, डॉक्टर साहब एक आध इंजेक्शन लगा लो, बहुत देर से नहीं लगा रही, लेट हिम डिसाइड. You tell what are your problems. So we tell this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, and then the doctor say, okay, these are the symptoms, the effects. From the effects we go to the cause. So what the doctors do? They see your pulse. Depending upon the doctors. See? If it is the Ayurvedic, they see the pulse. Rest of them, they see the purse. Insurance, See? So, from the effect we go to the cause. What is the effect? Effect is the sequence. See? And what is the cause? Who establishes the sequence? The mind. So if we have to learn, life is a time pass, we have to learn working on the mind. See? We all work on the body. Why body start from the house? Now see Amitaben's house, how nicely it is maintained. She must be working day and night. Somehow time pass karna hai. See? To maintain all these things, you require a lot of time. See? And therefore, Dr. Swami doesn't object. Busy age and that khatam. See? So, the mind is the culprit, because of which time becomes an issue for us. And therefore, as we are living at our physical level, we do two things. One, we are working by our body. We go to work, we drive the car, and we earn money and have the houses and all kinds of things, working by the body. Then we also work on the body. See? We go for a walk. We don't go for a walk to earn anything. See? Where do we go for a walk? To go nowhere, go and come back. See? Because we are working on the body. Now why we work on the body? So that if the body is fit, then we can take proper work from that body. If the body is having pain here, pain there, pain everywhere. See? And that also question. We get all kinds of questions. One old Punjabi lady asked me this question. Swamiji, why there is so much of pain in my knee? Very pathetic expression. I said, Mama, I'll answer, but you have to answer my question. Don't argue. Those who argue and question, I don't talk to them. Agreed? Okay. Why God has given us eyes? Swamiji, am I a baby? I said, you are arguing. You answer my questions. Why God has given us eyes? For seeing. See how intelligent you are. Why God has given us ears? For hearing. Very good. Exactly the same way. God has given us knees for paining. So they are doing their job. See? God has to take care of both the doctors and the patients. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. For Bhagwan, everybody is equal. So if there are no patients, doctors will become patient. Particularly those who are psychiatrists. Two friends, psychiatrists, one of them became a patient, other didn't. So the one who became patient, he asked his friend after retirement, how come yaar, we are having the same profession? I ended up in becoming a patient. How come you did not? He said, you were listening to the patient. I was not listening. The patients only talk. Who listens? See, friends, it's very simple. It's not difficult to understand. whenever we are leading life seriously, then the time becomes a killing factor. Don't take life very seriously. And that time, whatever we are doing or not doing, don't have that thing, I want to achieve God realization. I have seen the so-called spiritual people are more miserable than an ordinary taxi driver. See? And particularly those are my problems. Swami ji, मुझे realization कब होगा? कभी नहीं होगा. No, but I want to see God. I said, imagine, I am God. You have seen me. What next? What next? Same complaint. Husband doesn't listen to me. Children don't listen to me. My daughter-in-law is like that. What else? See, friends, if you want to conquer time, I'll tell you one simple technique. The technique is, you don't struggle to have the vision of God. Then let Him express through you. He told me this. He is so poor. He doesn't have hands. He is searching for free hands. He doesn't have the speech. He is searching for that speech which is pure, uncontaminated. He doesn't have the mind. He is searching for an empty mind. Our condition is, our hands are busy in selfish activities. Our speech is busy in glorifying oneself and condemning others. Our mind is full of garbage. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. And he is searching for a right instrument through which he can express. See? Instrument doesn't have music. Take this example, it's a very important thing to understand. If you take sitar, now that sitar doesn't have music, and musician, player, he also doesn't have music. When they come together, then only the music comes out, is it not? Then in these two things, that sitar has to be properly tuned. If those strings are loose, as if we are going to put our clothes for drying, then from that loose strings, music will not come out. And if those strings are so tight that you touch it and it breaks, music will not come out. We have to have optimum tension on the strings. It is necessary. See? But a player who is playing, he should be relaxed. See? In South Africa, it happened. Andho mein Kana Raja. When we go outside India, we get Andho mein Kana Raja. And we have to appreciate that also. Because we have to survive. So, I went for some function and they were having some musical and Gujarati group. So, the moment I entered, the person who was playing tabla, he was doctor by profession. And I was, Swamiji is doctor, but he's the best tabla player here and all that. I went and sat, and I have gone through all sufferings in my life without complaint. So, he started. And when he became so excited, down. And there are two things. One is round and other is a little bit. He gave such a heavy high. It went into the bhok. You have to be relaxed. Not the instrument. Instrument must have a proper tuning tension. But the one who is playing through that must be relaxed. Now what is the instrument through which we want to play the music of life. See, you must have seen when these professional acclaimed singers, when they say they have got, they'll be having the tamura at the end, and then tuck, 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 going on like that. You know. And we find they're wasting time because we have no music in us. We are Aurangzeb. See? Aurangzeb had no music. Therefore, if we want to learn, life is a time pass, the time is born from the mind, and if the mind is not properly tuned, it will be a tragedy and not the melody of life. See? How simple it is. Now when we have to thus work on the mind, what is the first way to work on the mind? Do not retire in your life. Don't retire. You may not do anything for selfishness, but retire you should not. Okay? Like many people, when I was in Mumbai, 2.5 years, my flat there is 2 BHK small. Maybe half or 1/3 of this hall is my flat. So 2.5 years I was staying there. Then there I learned so many things. YouTube cooking lessons. Here I am not going to cook for your information. Swamiji, we want to see. No. See? Then washing the clothes. Then ironing them properly. See? I have never done the mopping of the house and all that. So how to do the mopping perfectly well. Then I had a beautiful indoor garden developed. There were about 20-25 plants, slowly. And what is such a joy. Yesterday there was only one leaf to this one. Today the second one is coming. Friends, learn to enjoy every moment of your life. Time will never be a problem for you. See? Otherwise, I don't know when we will be able to go out, I'm going to be useless. Give one hard, then he'll be normal. Living at zero complaint level. Then time will not be a problem for us. See? And for that, one most important technique I'll tell you. The technique is learn something. In every one of us, there is a child. Don't kill that child. Learn something. See? Learn Chinese. And then watch the Chinese meat. Beautiful it is. Time pass ho jata hai. Okay? This example I gave a number of my talks. In Mumbai, there used to be one gentleman, elderly one, Sindhi gentleman, very regular in satsang. So he said, Swamiji, in your one talk you told that we should learn something. I said, very good. I have learned. I said, very nice. Do you know what I learned? I said, I don't want to know. Remember this principle. We don't want to know anything about anybody. There is no need. Otherwise, maybe many people ask her this. Therefore, I told her, enough, jada mat bolo. See? Otherwise, Swamiji, where are you from? When were you born? Why were you born? There is no end to these questions, So I said, I don't want to know. You learn, very good. No, but I want to tell. Now I had no choice. Choiceless existence. So I am learning Sanskrit. It's very good. And I was going. He said, no, ruko. Do you know why? I said, come on, yeah. You are taking my exam or what every time? No, I heard that in heavens they talk Sanskrit. It is Deva Bhasha. And therefore I am learning Sanskrit. So when I go to heaven, I should not have difficulty. I said, you are a Sindhi up to the bone marrow. See, Pakka Siddhi. Then I wanted to pull him. I said, Babuji, you are very intelligent, very good. You will definitely go to heaven. But we must always have a plan B. Then what is plan B? Suppose you go to hell, then he said, Sindhi, I know. See, friends, when you learn anything, you will learn the highest spiritual practice. What spiritual practice I tell you, is only this learning. Otherwise, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, how many times we have read? To talk on Gita, Upanishad, it doesn't require any preparation. Then life becomes bore. Whenever your life becomes mechanical, time will start eating you. See, many people who do this japa, etc., you see they are like they are boring fellows, By their japa, gods get confused. Are kaun bola raha hai? See, nothing should happen in our life mechanically. Nothing. See, and that can happen only if we learn something new from every experience of our life. But for that, we have to keep ourselves occupied in learning. See. Then what for you are learning? Time pass. See. But don't learn music. I am most afraid of music. I can tolerate torture, but not music. Another example. This happened in Shimla. Many years before. That time I was pretty young and all that. And we went to somebody's house. So that Amma said, Swamiji, it will take 15 minutes to warm up the food. I said, okay, no problem. I'll read newspaper. That old husband, Swamiji, no newspaper. I said, all right, no newspaper. The best way to disagree with anybody is to agree immediately. It's a very simple rule. I said, okay, no newspaper. Then he got the harmonium on the dining table. I said, look here, the I don't like. I am not going to play that. No. I'll play. I have recently learned Saregama. I said, Ram. So much of fees only for do roti. And that excitement, I learned this thing. And then he opened that thing and started pumping the air. No sound is coming. He asked his wife, तुमने कुछ किया क्या? I don't touch your डब्बा. फेंक दो उसको. Whole day, दिन भर पैं करते रहते. I'm fed up of you. And he was struggling. What? I said, Maharaj, you have not pulled the key. Oh, you know there it means. And in that excitement, he pulled so hard it came in his hand. See? Therefore, learn anything, don't learn music. So when you learn something, you see how beautiful things come to your understanding. One day, one person who was conducting, like I conduct satsang, he also conducts. He told me, Swamiji, you give so many examples and I am always short of examples. Can you give me the reference of the book? I can also study. I said, you are the book. I am learning from you. When you start learning in your life, you never grow old. Otherwise, अब सीख के क्या करें? मरो फिर. See, friends, if you really want to conquer time, learn something. See? And if you are a little spiritual minded, then this technique also you try. This is from Bhaja Govindam. Bhagavad Gita kinchita dhita Ganga jalalava kanika pita Sakrutapi yena murari samarcha kriyate tasya yamena na charcha Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. See? This my Amma, Amitaben, she is so busy that gods are fed up of her. She doesn't leave them. Chaoge kapeto yaar. See? And therefore, she is never bored. You can never see her bored. Because occupied. See? The more we can keep ourselves occupied in life, time will never be a problem for us. And one of the best thing is, keep this art of learning, learn. And then once you take up this, then you see, you open a new faculty in you. New faculty. And that faculty will help us that every event of our life is our guru. Who is a guru? From whom we learn. If we refuse to learn, the guru is a failure. We have to learn. External guru cannot help us. Like the food is in the plate. Where is the hunger? In the plate. So simply by looking at the food, you can't satiate your hunger. Then that food from the plate must disappear in the plate. And then only your hunger is gone. In the same manner, external guru is giving you knowledge. But is it coming inside us in the form of learning? So, in the process of knowledge, there are two factors involved. One is the teaching and second is learning. See? One of my friends, here only it happened somewhere. We went to a swimming pool. So I know swimming, I got into. His wife knew, she got into. His son, maybe about 3 years or so, he also knew swimming. So he also came with that thing inside. I said, hey Mahatma ji, come. Oh, no Swamiji. Then his wife said, Swamiji, he cannot learn swimming. I said, why don't you go to some teacher? Swamiji, all teacher failed. They cannot teach me. Therefore, real guru is our ability to learn from every experience of our life. And once you are in the process of learning, you will never grow old. What are the signs of old age? Ab sikh ke kya karenge? See, keep occupied, busy. Therefore, that mantra which I told you, Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayat. We have been doing so many things. What did we get other than frustration? Then we have to keep busy without getting frustrated. See, why many parents get frustrated? See, we have done so much for our children, but now the children don't listen to us. Did you listen to your parents when you came to USA? They have got the same genes. बाहर भी जीन्स, अंदर भी जीन्स. Therefore, learn. So, pariksha lokan karmachitan. Be attentive. Till date we have lived. Now take a pause. Like when there is a stop sign, we stop, look left and right, and then go. In the same manner, one moment stop. Then pariksha lokan. Whatever we have done till date, whatever are our experiences, good or bad, what we have learned from that. Are we leading our life mechanically? See? And those who lead their life mechanically, they get bored of themselves. One day, one gentleman went to other person, early morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. अरे गुप्ता जी क्या कर रहे हैं यार? So Gupta ji was busy. Then Gupta ji said, अरे Varme, why you have come here early morning? No yaar, I was getting bored. Who was bored, making you bored? No, I was alone, therefore I was getting bored. Now imagine, When a person is bored of himself, what a solid bore he must be. This condition is like a patient who went to the doctor. Doctor Saab, yes. I snore so loudly that because of my snoring, my sleep disturbs. What should I do? Doctor said, go and sleep in the other room. When we get bored of ourselves, can there be more hell than this? Because we have not learned that time is a baby of mind and we have to keep the mind busy, occupied. See, friends. It is for this purpose, whatever you are doing, if the purpose is only keep yourself busy, that's it. Are we not doing this thing? We go running. For what? To reach anywhere? No. To come back home. Nothing else. In the same manner, when the process of learning begins, then you will see from every small little thing, you get a message. And that message is the spiritual guidance from within. A person who cannot learn from his own experiences, even God cannot teach him. See? And when we learn, be very attentive. When we learn from our experience, then in that case, there are no impressions formed on our mind in the form of likes and dislikes. See? Take a simple example, everybody has gone through. In our childhood, we had some time or the other touch the fire as a child. We have learned that fire burns. Therefore, do we have hatred for the fire? Do we have love for the fire? No. Because we have learned. And then that burning ability of the fire, we encash it for our benefit. Because we have learned. See, friends. In the same manner, every experience of ours becomes our guru if we are initiated in this process of learning from our own experience. Now, this you can see so many places. In Mumbai, I went to my friend's place and we were going out. So he had a very sweet little daughter, maybe about 9 years or 8 years. So I like chaos. I don't like Shanti. You can never be bored anywhere. When you like chaos, you can't get disturbed. On the contrary, in Shanti you get disturbed. Arey yaar, koi mar gaya kya? Chaos is good. So I thought how to create chaos now in my friend's house. So I told, I said, hey, we are going out. Don't you tell your dad to get some chocolates or something when we come back? Of course, I will tell. Papa, please get some chocolates for me, okay? Papa, yes, I'll get, darling. We went. We came back home in the evening and I knew he has not purchased. Then it was a chance for me. So I went to her. I said, you told your papa to get something in the evening. Check. Of course, I'll go and see. Papa, my chocolate? Oh, beta, I forgot. And she was cool and went back. My program failed. I thought she will cry and cacoon, some lively house. So I asked him, he has not got chocolate for you. Didn't you feel bad about it? Oh, no, Swamiji, I know. I had zero expectation from my father. See, she has learned. Otherwise, she would have made a mess out of it, isn't it? Therefore, learn from every experience of your life. And for that, our attention should be in this. Every experience, we have to learn if you take this rule. And for that, you start the process of learning. Like you take Bhagavad Gita, read one chapter, second day, second chapter, third day, third chapter, complete 18 chapter, then again start from the first, keep on doing it. Slowly. Don't do in one day like a mad person. No, slowly. There is no hurry. On spiritual path, there is no hurry. Don't ask that question. How much time it takes to get realized? Aneka janma samprapta. You have to take millions of lives. Not in this life, no. Then what should I do? Die. See how much time it takes. Simplest example I'll tell you, which you can practice. How much time it takes for a husband to be a man? See? How much efforts it takes for the husband to be a man? And what is the spiritual practice the husband has to do to be a man? Now analyze this, you will come to know. Man can become husband. Husband can never become a man. Why? He is already a man. He doesn't have to become. Then what he has to do? Take life lightly, even she is heavy. Don't take her seriously. See, then slowly, you become so casual in your life. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Life is a time pass. Time pass doesn't mean lazy. Actively time pass. Like many people tell us, Swamiji, you have nothing aage piche, why you are running from here to there? I said, nobody wants me, therefore I run. See friends, remember this principle of time pass. Whatever we do in this world, nobody needs us. It is our need that we are keeping ourselves occupied. See? But normally what happens? We have that wrong notion. I have done so much for so many people. Who asked you? One of the question is, or a mantra is there. Who asked you? See? Parents particularly. Such an arrogance. See, we have brought up our children so much, but they don't listen to us. Who asked you? Those children who don't have parents, they don't grow. Hey, why are you not growing? No parents here. I am ऐसे बैठा है. No. But what arrogance. And because of that they suffer. See friends, therefore the rule is for time pass, whatever we are doing, it is our need. Nobody needs us in this world. When we were not in this world, there was nothing lacking. When we will leave this world, there will be nothing lacking. If you don't trust me, try. See friends, so our earlier absence and posterior absence has no impact. Our presence, what difference it is making? But ahankara vimudhatma kartahamiti manyate. But we have that arrogance because of me. This is happening. Nothing is important in this world. See, in 1961, there is to be a headline in Times of India. After Nehru, who? Many of you may not be born that time. After Nehru, who? Now you see, behind all the trucks and buses and taxis in India, 100 में 90 बेईमान फिर भी मेरा भारत महान. समझे? This world has always been like this. There is nothing new. See, therefore, if we really want to conquer time, keep learning something or the other. I was in Bethlehem before coming here, and my Amma there. When I go there, I feel I have come to my Maika. So lovely food she cooks, and never a dish is repeated. And she is so fond of cooking, and she is so happy to feed. See? So, I said, Mama, you are doing so much. He said, Swamiji, you told me, when you do ironing of your clothes, that is your meditation. I said, yes. I said, for me, cooking is meditation. And she does new experiments. Today, something she gave us in the morning to eat before coming here. Oh, out of the world dish. So wonderful it was. See, friends, once you learn this technique, then we are doing whatever we are doing, it is our need. See, we go to the Shiva temple, pour water, pour milk. Do you think he wants it? It's our need. See, who wants whom? Whether the parents want the children or the children want the parents? Think. But what an arrogance come. And therefore we suffer in life. Therefore, we have to learn from every experience of our life. Now when you start learning, so first of all, take Bhagavad Gita and start learning. Learn chanting, learn writing in Sanskrit, not in Gujarati. They will be pronouncing in Sanskrit, but writing Gujarati, why? Because laziness. Bina topi ka Gujarati, topi wala Sanskrit. You know, in Gujarati script, there is no line above. No? Gujarati सबको टोपी पहनाते हैं. I know that. That's why I'm telling. See my courage. So, when we take this approach, slowly you start discovering new things from Bhagavad Gita. Like some person asked me this question. When I was talking on, I think, second chapter, Karmanye Vadhikaraste Ma Phaleshu Kadachana, on that verse, somewhere. After I finished my talk, one nice, well-read person came. He said, Swamiji, this particular explanation that you have given, from which commentary you have learned it? I have not read it anywhere. Okay. I said, I have not learned from any commentary, because I don't talk. I empty, he takes over. If I will start talking, he will run away. He will not stay. Therefore, we have to empty ourselves, and for the process of emptying, keep yourself occupied and busy. Again and again, again and again. And then you start getting different meanings out of the same mantra. Mantra remains the same, but different meanings come out depending upon your maturity in understanding. See? So words may be same, but new meaning come because now you are learning it from inside. And once you get perfected in that technique, one example I'll give, how our vision changes. This happened in Rishikesh many years before. My whole process of life has been this only. I was standing opposite Shivananda ashram and standing on the ghat near Ganges and enjoying the whole calm quietness. I don't like anything on my head. So above sky is the best one. So I am standing there. Then there are always some Kamandalus around. So one Kamandalu asked, Swamiji, what are you seeing? I said, why should I tell you? I'll say anything. No, please tell. I say, you tell me what you are seeing. Oh, I'm seeing Ganges, and then so many people, and then nice mountains. I say, so you know, same thing I am seeing. No, but something more. I said, look here, I am seeing that which you don't see. What is that? I said, I am not seeing Ganges. Then, I am not seeing waters. Then, I am seeing the flow of water. And I am also seeing the whirlpools which appear in the flowing waters, Baura. That I am seeing. And then I am also seeing that when something comes in the flow of the river, wooden stick or some animal or anything, it gets entangled in that bhavara, is sucked down. And after some time, the same bhavara throws it out. And again the thing which was flowing continues in the same direction. I said, this is the picture of life. I said, now think, what is this picture of life? See. We all live with two movements. One is unidirectional movement, like the Ganges flow from Gomukh to Ganga Sagar in one direction. Is it not? We begin our journey from the womb, go to the tomb. There is no reverse gear. You can't change, you can't go back. This is the flow of life. In between, there are bhavaras. What is that bhavara? Body identification. And in that whirlpool, there is a centripetal force which pulls you down. You get suffocated, you suffer. But then, out of the same bhavara, we are thrown out. Are we not doing the same thing? This life is flowing, we get identified with the body, awake, suffer, enjoy, and get tired, again go back to sleep. So again the life continues. And when the sleep is over, again another bhavara has come. Again we get identified with that body and we are pulled down by the centripetal force. Again we suffer and again we get tired. Again deep sleep. Again the flow of life continues. Is it not our life? So we move in this world with blinkers on the eyes. Start thinking and looking out of the box. See? But when our mind becomes quieter and quieter, we know only because we know only two extremes, either agitated mind or the sleeping mind. See, many places in meditation they ask this question. Swamiji, we go to our ashram for meditation, but in our ashram they tell us switch off the lights and then sleep and then do meditation. And we see there also some of the students when they do meditation they do like this thing. What is that? Your meditation lights are on and nobody does like this thing. I said lights are switched off so that the guru and the disciple both can sleep. And this one that happens to them is called as a new technique, Jhatka meditation. We are extremist, either agitated or sleeping. Mind has to go through 5 stages. Kshipta. Kshipta means kshepade, throw. Mind is constantly running from one place to another place, one object to another object, one time to another time, kshipta. Second is moodha. The third one is vikshipta, obsessed with something or the other. Till such time, these 3 conditions of mind are not recognized and we don't go beyond that. We are leading our life mechanically. So far, the seeker is not born. A seeker is born when he starts working on his mind. Work on your mind. And when we start working on the mind, then the 4th stage comes. The 4th stage is ekagra. Ekagra means The mind is available to us whenever we want, for whatever purpose we want, for whatever length of period we want. The mind is fully available to us. That quality of the mind is admitted on the spiritual path. See? And such a mind develop this faculty of learning. Then from everything you start learning. See? Like many people, all funny questions. Now I'm getting too much of toothache. What should I do? I said, tomato khao. Now instead of that, what we have to learn, if there is a pain, that pain is not given to us to suffer. The pain is given to us to tell something is wrong, man. Correct it. Exactly the same way, in our relations, in our life, we get some time hurt, we get some time insulted, we get some time frustrated. That is an indication something is wrong in your healthy mind. Your mind has become unhealthy and therefore the pain is coming. Learn, and then you will come to know that the cause of all the miseries is not outside. We are the culprit for all the problems of our life. See, friends. Therefore, if we have to learn this life is a time pass, we must have to accept this fact that we have to work on the mind. And then we will understand another meaning of mind, or rather another meaning of time, according to Bhagavan Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. We will take that standpoint and see what a change it brings in our life. So this what we have studied is from the relative standpoint. Now we go beyond the relative and come to the absolute, what it is, how simple it is. Let us leave it for tomorrow before you all go to sleep. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.